Hello and welcome back to my channel. Before I say anything, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video, and please like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so that you can be notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel, and follow me on social media. I'll have links in the description to that. But basically this video is going to be something different, not really me playing any games per se, but just an update on a feature that's been in the works for like a long time that a lot of people have wanted, and it's the feature to be able to change your online ID for PlayStation accounts. And this is being rolled out today, the 11th of April, worldwide, and basically it gives you the ability to change your online ID for free the first time, and if you want to change it again after that, you'll have to pay £9.99 or €10. Unless you are a PlayStation Plus subscription holder, then you get 50% off, so you only have to pay $4.99 to change your online ID. And it's a feature that a lot of people have wanted for the longest, myself included, and it's finally here. It was in beta around October, November time, and now it's finally being rolled out to the public, so you'll be able to change it for free the first time, and then you have to pay to change it like any other times. And they haven't specified like a limit to the amount of times that you can actually change it. I think it's more to do with the actual paying to change it, and obviously every time you want to change it you have to pay another $4.99 or $9.99. But basically this video is kind of just talking about like the update or the feature being rolled out to the public finally, and sort of how to do it. There's two ways you can do it, and I'll include some footage on like how to do that, taken from the PlayStation blog website. But essentially there's two ways you can do it, which is from your PlayStation 4 and from your web browser. Now if you want to do it from your PlayStation 4, and I'll have a link to the PlayStation blog where I'm taking this information from, but if you want to do it from your PlayStation 4, you have to go to step one is to go to your settings in your PlayStation, and then select account management, and then account information, profile, and then online ID, and then enter an online ID of your choice, or choose from one of the suggestions. So they'll make suggestions for you, but you obviously will be able to choose whichever one you want. And then all you have to do is follow the on-screen prompts to complete the change, and then you've got you've changed your online ID. Now that's how to do it from the PlayStation 4. If you want to do it from your web browser now, step one is to sign into your PlayStation Network account and select PSN, and select the PSN profile in the menu. Then the second step is to select the edit button that's next to your online ID. You then enter an online ID of your choice, or choose from one of the suggestions again, and then you follow the on-screen prompts to complete the changes, and then you would have changed your online ID. There's a bunch of questions that they've pretty much like answered on their PlayStation blog. Again, I'm gonna link that in the description. But you can't do this from your PlayStation 3 or your Vita. It has to either be from your PS4 or web browser. And obviously a lot of people are going to ask, well, what about my friends? What if I change my ID and they aren't able to find me because they know me by a certain ID? We haven't exchanged real names, so they know they won't be able to find me as easily. You can show your old PlayStation ID next to your new one for about 30 days. After that it will go away, but it's just to make it easier for people to recognize you with your new ID, so that you have your old ID next to it. Like I mentioned before, there's no limit to the amount of times that you can change your ID, and if you decide that you want to revert back to your old ID, as long as the old ID doesn't violate the terms of service, you can revert back to any of your previous IDs by contacting PlayStation support. And if you want to revert back to your old ID, it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay another $4.99 or $9.99 to reverse back to your your old one, and you're probably wondering, what happens to my old online ID? Can someone else take it? Well, no, your old online ID is only available to you. So this is going to be pretty useful in case you do decide you want to revert back. Child accounts can't change their online IDs, unfortunately. So if you have a child, or your child who has a child account, you won't be able to change your online ID. Do all games support the online ID change? A large majority of them do, that were tested by a PlayStation do. However, they can't guarantee that all games, will necessarily, support the online ID change. And I'm gonna leave a link to the a list of all of the games that are have been approved, that have been tested and work with the online ID change. Also, any games that were published on or after April 1st, 2018, were support the online ID change feature. But for example, a game that first launched back in 2013, for example, that has since been remastered or resold as a complete edition in 2018 doesn't necessarily apply. So take from that what you will. Let's see, what kinds of issues could you possibly run into? Your previous online ID may be visible to you and other players in some areas. You may lose progress within games, including game save data, leaderboard data, and progress towards trophies. So just make sure that you you change your ID with caution, because like I said, you can always revert back to your old one in case it affects anything like save game data, DLC content, leaderboards and things like that. But a majority of the big title games and other games have been tested, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the video. The PlayStation ID change is now available worldwide, and like I mentioned before, it's $4.99 for PlayStation Plus subscription holders and $9.99 for everyone else. And yeah, any more information, I will make potentially an update video or anything like that. I want to be able to making videos like this, not necessarily me playing games, but me just kind of sharing information regarding the game, video game world, and any relevant information you guys might find interesting. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Please if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can be updated when I release new videos. And yeah, it's going to be it from me. Skydams, peace.